Yes, Madam Chair, thank you very much. Thomas Barrow, B-A-R-R-O-W. Madam Chair, I heard the report as to the number of ballots cast. I didn't hear the report as to the number of absentee ballots cast. Do we know what that is?
Mr. Hodges.
Then my second question, Madam Chair, is I understand that the canvassing of the poll books is to take place on Saturday at 8:30. Presumably that's a public canvassing. I would assume we would be able to be present. And then the question would be, where is that going to take place at?
It's right here, down the hall.
Okay, so we would just come downstairs to the entranceway as we did today?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Chair. My next question, Madam Chairman, is there a date that has been set for the actual certification itself, or is that to be announced later?
We will, after we resolve the differences, then we'll set the date for certification.
Okay, so then as of this time, there is no date of certification for a set.
No.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Chairman. I have just maybe one or two other questions. After the polling process takes place on Saturday, presumably there will be a subsequent meeting at which then I would presume a resolution would be offered and passed to then certify, and we will know when that meeting will be set. As I understand it, on Saturday, you'll set the date of the next meeting?
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay. How will we know when the
When we
next?
resolve all the differences, then we'll know.
Because you said
And
it
it
will
may
be.
not be Saturday.
Okay, that's what I mean. Okay, you'll go beyond Saturday. So if it
Right.
continues, you would let us know the continuation date, if it
Well,
continues
we know
beyond
that
Saturday.
Day by day, yes.
Yes, good. Thank you, Madam Chairman. Am I to understand that I think I heard you say you're posting in the Detroit Legal News what is it that's being posted in the Legal News if the dates aren't set?
We started our canvassing on Thursday
Okay,
after election. That's been posted.
which is
And
today.
then, right, and so we will post a date for certification.
That's in the Legal News
Because
now, you're saying?
that's just a ongoing, yes, Mr. Baxter.
What was read earlier was requirements in terms of certification of the election. Upon the election being certified, a notification will be placed in the legal news of that certification, and as a consequence, those who would require to request a recount may do so within 6 days from that posting.
Okay, so will there be a posting, Madam Chairwoman, with respect to when the certification is going to occur, or you say we have to get that from the oral session when we're together?
Right.
Okay, good. The time that the destruction of the ballots and the like, I assume now the ballots are sequestered someplace, is that right, Madam Chairman, in a vault somewhere or something?
Yes.
And then they can be destroyed after how many days before the ballots have been, under law, by law, can be destroyed? Is it 7, I think, or something?
Yeah, Mr. Baxter.
30 days after the election is certified.
After certification. Okay, thank you very much. Madam Chairwoman, thank you very much. I appreciate your patience. I didn't get your name. Are you the chief counsel or the city?
No, I'm chair of the board of canvassers. My name is Dorothy Burrell.
Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Brown. I'm so sorry. That was the lady over here. I wasn't looking up when they were saying present. Thank you very much, Madam Chairwoman.
Other members,
By law, we have 14 days to certify the canvass. If we cannot reset in the 14 days, then it goes to the county, and then they have a certain length of time, and then it would go to the state. I've seen where it's done that way, but this is a fairly clean election. I've been at this for many years, and even though I serve as an alderman, I mean, I've seen it both here in the city and then the county. And we've had to go to the state, and what they do is usually give us back, we're operating on the state, but the thing is, it's pretty clean elections there. I mean, we have very few.
It sounds like it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Madam Chairman.
Yeah, my name is Alan Christopher. I represent Citizens for Fair Elections. My question, even to Mr. Baxter and these canvassers, when you guys go to certify an election, you already stated that you're not gonna go into the box. Otherwise, you're not gonna look at the paper ballot. You're gonna take the word of the memory card. Well, the memory card is taken out from the scanner, and that in turn tells you how many people voted in the count. You're gonna take that memory card, you take it down here, and once you take it down here, you run it through another machine. My question to you guys, how can you verify that the memory card is accurate, knowing we have evidence that this memory card can be altered? That's my question. Anybody can jump on that.
All right.
And you're not gonna look at the paper ballots.
I don't know that. I don't know that.
Paper ballots are only reviewed if there's an imbalance during the canvass of election returns.
Okay.
In terms of authenticating the actual results on election day, what you do is you basically look at the actual poll book with the names of the voters on there. So if the poll book has 100 voters in there, then your total ballots cast should also equal 100. If that is satisfied,
that's fine.
then that's the entire process.
That's correct.
Okay, the only thing I was getting at.
That's okay, that's okay. That's
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
Okay,
So it should-
yes, sir.
Could you explain the chain of custody with respect to the memory cards?
The memory cards on election night after the polls close, they're removed from the actual M100, and then they are transported to the Department of Elections by our election supervisors. We have a super poll worker and a senior chairperson. 2 people will deliver those memory cards to the Department of Elections. Once that data is uploaded, then those memory cards are secured in our IT room, and they remain here at the Department of Elections under lock and key and camera.
Madam Chairman, is that the same chain of custody for the transfer cases also?
Yes, basically, yes. The difference is that a chairperson who is the immediate supervisor at the precinct is responsible for the transfer cases.
So the actual physical ballots are in the same room as the memory cards are?
No.
But I guess, what's in the transfer case? That's the,
What's in the transfer case are the ballots.
okay. And that's in the, is that in the same room as the memory cards?
No, it's
Okay,
not.
I understand. Thank you.
Other members of the public like to introduce yourselves?
Yes, Earl Dixon.
Deborah Taylor.
Julie Myers.
I decline to introduce myself.
Okay, thank you. Yes, okay.
I
We
think,
will-
let me give, many times, I used to be an area supervisor before I got on the board of canvassers. Our big problem is people got tired and they take things home with them. We had to go out to the chairman's house and pick up the material, and because they're supposed to turn it into a what we call a transfer station there. And because we had one, I used to be out at Finney. That's our big problem, but they've changed that around quite a bit now so that we've got reliable people. I had to fire one guy because he's half drunk.
Madam Chair, one last question, Madam Chair. That's probably too much information. It's my understanding from listening to Mr. Baxter then that the seals on the transfer cases, et cetera, are all intact since they're not being utilized at this stage. They're intact from the night of the actual election itself. Thank you very much, Madam Chair. We appreciate your patience.
Thank you. And we will recess this meeting until Saturday at 8